All right. Hello and welcome to the 215 Workman's Podcast. My name is Brother Robert Reynolds from KJBRD Radio in Lipa City, Batangas, Philippines. This is the podcast of myself and Brother Landon Dunn, and we appreciate y'all being with us today to hear this message that we have for you. And pray it's a blessing to you and a help to you. Pray it helps you learn to rightly divide the word of truth. Amen. All right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to continue with the series Avoiding Satan's Snares. Avoiding Satan's Snares. All right. So far we've looked at to avoid Satan's snares, you don't stray, right? You stay on the path, the right path, all right? And so today we're going to look at don't strut. In other words, don't be proud. So let's go to Proverbs chapter 16. Proverbs chapter 16, and let's read verses 18 and 19. Proverbs chapter 16, verses 18 and 19. Starting in verse 18, the King James Bible says this: Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And in verse 19, better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. So, pride. When it comes to the law of first mention, the word pride is found 49 times in 46 verses. The first is Leviticus 26:19, and the last is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. So let's go over to Leviticus. Leviticus 26 and verse 19. Verse 19 says, And I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron, and your earth as brass. So, what pride means is an unreasonable conceit of one's own superiority. And that could be in talents or beauty or wealth or whatever. Right? Being conceited. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Right? And some Christians lack humility. And they desire the praise and honor of people rather than the approval of God. Look at John chapter 12. John chapter 12 and verses 42 and 43. Nevertheless, among the chief rulers also many believed on him, but because of the Pharisees they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue. In verse 43, for they love the praise of men more than the praise of God. So, I will show you something else here. Go to 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. Second Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. Verse 15 says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now pay attention to this. That verse that I just read there does not say to study to be approved of man, but of God. And remember that when we stand before the judgment seat of Christ, not only will what we do for him be judged for rewards, but also the motive behind why we did those things. All right, so Proverbs chapter 6, let's go there. Proverbs chapter 6 and verses 16 to 19. And you'll see here that God not only loves, but he also hates. And in Christianity, there is so much preaching about God is love, God is love, God is love, God is love. But there's very little preaching about God hating, and God demanding judgment. But look at these verses. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. And remember this. The number 6 in Bible study is the number of man. Okay? So these 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren. Now look at the very first thing that God hates that is listed here. a proud look. There is no mistake as to why that is listed first. It's because God hates pride the most, because it robs him of his glory. It takes his glory off of him and puts it on that person. Now, Jesus was humble. He declared that he could not do anything by himself, but he depended on the Father. He pleased the Father. Look at John 12:49. John 12, verse 49. Well, let's read 48 and 49 also. He that rejecteth me and receiveth not my words hath one that judgeth him. The word that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last day. And then verse 49. For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me, he gave me a commandment which I should say and what I should speak. You see that? Now, John 14, verse 10. John chapter 14 and verse 10. Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. And he prayed to the Father all the time. And this showed dependency on God. So we should be humble also. We avoid Satan's snares by doing those things that are pleasing to God, and by giving him first place in our lives. All right, look at James 4, verse 10. James 4 and verse 10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord. You know, this Christian life is not about me, I. It's not about what will I get out of this Christian life. This Christian life is about the Lord and giving him glory and honor and praise. You know, every breath that you take is a gift from God. Let's not take it for granted. Amen? Let's, you and I, be humble. And have gratitude toward God. We are nothing and can do nothing without the Lord. Amen. All right. I will go ahead and I will stop right there, and then we will continue on with this series next week, and we will look at the last 2 points I have, and that is don't stoop and don't stop. All right. So, thank you so very much for being with us today. Thank you for your prayers for us, our families, our ministries. Till next time, God bless you.